What's up? I'm gonna try to keep this video short and to the point. Might not have any point to it, just me talking to a camera, but about chickens and about farm life. People were buying chickens. They had turkeys actually at Tractor Supply. I didn't get any because they was like $10 a piece. I thought about getting a few, but maybe next time. Might get one later, and if they especially have them clearance. But they basically sold out on chickens for like the first 6 weeks. They had chickens, they sold out. Last week they had some chickens. I bought 30 more. I'm glad I did, and I'm gonna have to buy some more because now I'm down to fucking zero basically because every fucking thing happens. Um, People think that you have chickens that you're gonna make money or you're gonna have fun, which you do. Chickens are good, but technically they are pets, but at the same time it's more of not really a pet. It's not like a dog. It's more of a responsibility. Now I do have some chickens that come up to me and talk to me and want to be petted basically and wanted to be talked to. We always have a few of them, but for the most part they kind of just do their own thing. Like they're over there. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're over there eating grass and some bread that I threw out, and then they're just gonna walk around and lay an egg and go to bed, and they do that every day. So they kind of just are calm and live their life. If you get the white layers, they are wild chickens, and they will always make noise and be annoying and whatnot. But it's a responsibility, and people don't think of the responsibilities. People don't think you're gonna have to if you buy chickens, and you have older chickens, you can't just put the babies with the big chickens. It's not how it works. Unless a hen takes it as their own, which can happen. Usually you have to separate them for the first couple months, and then when you move them in, they have to get used to each other, and they will pick each other. They will fight a little bit. It's a process. You're gonna have chickens that you're gonna have to put down. I came the other day. I had 2 baby dead chickens, or the 2-week-olds. They was dead. I threw them out, and I had one of the chickens, the cuckoo Moran with the messed up feet. Her feet was not working. Like, she was paralyzed. She was born deformed. I thought she was okay. I thought about putting her down a long time ago, but I'm like, no, you'd be fine. You walk in normal. You're trying to live, and then she basically just gave out. So I had to put her down with a 22 yesterday, and people don't think about them responsibilities. And then everything else is fine. You do everything else for the day. All the chickens are happy. Everyone's fed. You did everything you're supposed to do. You even go plant the garden for 2 hours, and of course you have the older chickens help you. Everything's good. Then you come out here today and you have 10 chickens dead or missing. I found one of the bodies. I found a half of the body, and the other 8 of them are gone out of 21 chickens. Just disappeared. I don't know what did it, other than probably stray cats or maybe a bobcat or something. But there's a few feathers, and there's a body, and there's a wing. Literally, that's it. And the one body that I found had no markings on it. I looked all over its body, didn't find any bite marks. So whatever picked it up, it could have been a cat, but it had a broken neck. Her neck was all deformed. Her wing was all broken. So whatever killed it just killed it and then left it there. But all the other ones just disappeared. I was hoping that they somehow got out, which all the doors are closed on the fenced-in area, so they can't get out. If they get in here, some of them are getting curious. Now everyone else is scared. A few of them last night was getting curious, about 5 of them, and they would walk out and they walk to the water that I have set up for the other ones, and they walk back and they just look around, and then they just run back after a few minutes, and they would come back and look at me, see what I'm doing, go back, kind of deal. I was hoping that it was hiding. I was hoping that they, got out and they would come back, but I walked around here and there's no chickens. Just the big ones, and that's it. They all gone. So I'm thinking bobcats or cats. Something got in. It could have been a chicken hawk, but I don't think they would have killed 10. So I'm thinking it was a cat. But people don't think about that. $5 a chicken times 10. And then you lose the baby chickens, and you had to put down a chicken. I mean, you lose money really quickly when a chicken dies, and people don't understand that. It's more of a hobby, and it's more of, I just want to have chickens because I've always had chickens, and I like to have fresh eggs. But lately, it's been to the point where there's so much work that most people can't handle it. It took me 4 hours. 4 hours, from 12:30 until about 4:30, a couple of days, I think Friday, to move the first batch of chickens, 21 chickens I moved, to move them from the shed over here to over here. Because I had to move all the waters, I had to move feed, I had to set everything up, because I didn't know I was going to have to do it that day, and I found out really quickly I had to do it because the chickens was too big for the babies, and then I had to catch them all, which required me to really think about it, and then I had to catch all the baby chickens and move the babies so the babies wouldn't get hurt from the other chickens going fucking crazy because they didn't want to be picked up. So it took me about 4 hours to do, to move everything. And people don't think about that. Oh, it's not a responsibility. Oh, it's not that hard. I mean, you have fucking 60 chickens. It's hard. It's not hard in the sense of you can't do it. It's hard that most people don't want to do it because it is a responsibility. And then people don't want to put animals down, or, oh, there's a stray cat. We're not going to kill it. We're going to let it live. Bullshit. I got a fucking 22 Magnum with a hollow point with someone's name on it if I catch a cat out here. I came here last week, and I could hear, I was standing right here, middle of the night, 11:30 at night, no wind at all. I could hear something moving around, and I knew it wasn't the older chickens because they roosting. And I could hear, I'm like, there's a possum. I can hear it because I have boxes and cardboard of aluminum cans and pans that I need to clean out, but it's been so windy I can't burn the boxes. And it was a possum. It was a big ass possum. He hid behind the propane tank in there. I have a little, grilled propane tank sitting there by my little eye that I cooked deer meat on for the dogs, and he was sitting right there. So I had to wait. I grabbed a couple of the chickens and moved them, and then I scared him out. And then of course he went behind the feed pallet. I'm like, well, I guess that's the best area because I'm not picking you up. And he was he was close to an 8-pound possum, if not a little bit bigger. He was a long, big possum, just visiting probably for the night, and something's been eating all the food out there. I figured a possum, and I put a Magnum right through his skull, and God, he stunk. He was a stinky ass motherfucker, big ass balls. Glad I got rid of him. Most of the possums I've killed in the past months and months of possum hunting all been males. I don't think I've killed a female in shitload of time, probably over 6 months. Which is crazy, because for a long time it was only females I was killing. But I guess the males are looking for the females, and I'm catching only the males. But anyway, that is that. It's a responsibility, and most people don't want the responsibility. They don't want to have to, okay, I'm going to kill a cat, or I'm going to have to shoot a dog, or, wake up 4 in the morning and go and chase foxes. It's fun to do that stuff, in my opinion. It's tiring, but at the same time, it's something you have to do. I mean, I walked out here literally one day, and I just walked out here. I was looking for the foxes. We had a fox problem, and I haven't seen the foxes probably in a week, but I decided, instead of just walking with my pistol, I'm going to walk right down here and just walk with my shotgun with buckshot, and just walk around. If I see a possum, I blast him with buckshot. Done that before, and just go home. There's a fucking coyote right there at the chicken house. Just visiting, just walking across the wood line. I'm like, that's a fucking coyote right there. You don't really think you're gonna see a coyote right there behind your house, but there was a fucking coyote, and I filled his ass with buckshot. So I shot him from probably like maybe 40 feet away, something like that, 10 to 15 yards. So I don't know if it did anything, but I think double lock buck should have hit him. I think it should have. I mean, he ran as soon as I shot him, so. Anyway, the life. And now it's getting hot. So, and these blue jeans are fucking hot. And that's another whole conspiracy on Levi and blue jeans later. I had to talk to my mom about that last night. I thought it was funny. Anyway, the sizes are wrong. I wear 34, and I bought like 6 pairs of jeans in the past few months. And these jeans fit fine, and the other ones are too tight. And they're the same sizes. I don't understand that. But anyway, that's another rant for the day. How the government's trying to make us all wear skinny jeans. Oh, you guys have a great day.